region of the NCAA has the look and feel of a balanced region, but a lot of people are talking about the Duke Blue Devils. However, their subpar defense may cost them. Gonzaga and Iowa State could be the other teams with the right situation this season. The Duke Blue Devils are going to get the most publicity as the perceived favorite in this region. They are coached by Mike Krzyzewski, so that's naturally going to give them something of an edge. But Duke has a point of weakness which can be exploited. First, the Blue Devils' strengths. Duke was a top 10 team in shooting percentage and 2-point field goal percentage, top 50 in 3-point percentage. Coach K's crew was also a top 10 team in points scored per possession. The Blue Devils ended the conference tournaments in the top 40 in the nation in assists per game. This was a very impressive offense, one which hummed through much of the ACC regular season. On defense, though, it was a very different story for Duke. The Blue Devils finished outside of the top 75 in points allowed per possession, hovering just inside the top 100. This team ended up outside the top 130 in field goal defense, outside the top 120 in 2-point field goal defense, and in the top 75 of teams' rebounding percentage, yet not particularly close to the top 25. There's a lot Duke needs to work on defense, and the teams in this region will test the Blue Devils. Gonzaga, the number 2 seed, has an offense which could topple Duke and its wobbly defense. The Bulldogs ended the regular season in the top 10 in shooting, 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, and points scored per possession. They dominated all 4 of those statistics. The criticism will be that the Bulldogs did all of that in a weaker West Coast conference. There is a lot of truth to that criticism, but on the other hand, it's not as though Gonzaga finished outside the top 10 in any of those categories. Given that there are 351 Division I teams, being in the top 10 in 4 separate offensive categories remains remarkable. There's a chance that Iowa State comes through in this region. The Cyclones have come back from double-digit deficits in each of their last 5 games. Iowa State simply doesn't give up, and Coach Fred Hoiberg trusts his players, giving them the freedom to play without timeouts in the closing minutes of the games. Iowa State's ability to freelance on offense could cause Duke's defense all kinds of problems. That's something that could benefit the Cyclones if they can get past Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. This is Duke's ideal route to the Final Four. The Blue Devils' offense should be able to score at will against Iowa State or Gonzaga. If Duke gives up 85 points, it can and will score 90 to either one of these two teams. Our pick and prediction is Duke. For more information and statistics on this game and every other game this week, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And remember that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.